Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be doing a top 5 video, and I'm going to be doing a top 5 video about the biggest TF2 scams ever. So let's just go on to the list. So starting off with the smallest on the list, we're going to begin with the Burning Brotherhood of Arms, which was scammed in 2017. Now if you're unaware, the Burning Brotherhood of Arms in 2017 was at its peak value. It was worth around 3,400 keys. Now this was during the prime of all class unusuals, and at the time this was worth around $5,780. Now unlike the all got tier unusuals nowadays, which can't be unboxed, these still can be unboxed and were able to be unboxed back then as well. And what happened was that a user who was unaware of the value of this item was sharked by someone called XYZZ2984, which is a pretty weird name, not gonna lie. But they were sharked for 100 keys, which is, they lost basically 3,300 keys, which is kind of crazy. Now, after being called out by Pyro Joe for it, he ended up selling this unusual as a quick sell for 1,400 keys in items, as can be shown in the screenshot shown on screen right now. And basically, to be honest, nothing really happened to the scammer. He didn't get trade banned, community banned. He just got labeled as a scammer on Steam Rep and Backpack.tf, which is kind of a shame. Now the second scam we're going to go through today is a pretty big one, and it's the story of the cursed burning TC. So this story goes even further back than our last one, and as it took place in 2015. Now the story of the burning TC is a pretty messy and complicated one, but from what I understand, a duped burning TC was scammed roughly in 2015. And since the burning TC is such an expensive and desirable item, any person who owned it after the scammer would be marked as a scammer on every trading platform. This ended when the burning TC was traded for a clean, unboxed burning TC, which ended a cycle of people getting marked as a scammer despite not being a scammer. And basically the story of the cursed burning TC is actually pretty, I'd say, mysterious, as I wasn't even able to find who initially scammed the burning TC or who traded the cursed burning TC for a clean burning TC. Now, if you guys know anything more about this, then I would love to know about it, so make sure to leave it down in the comments. And in case you were wondering, the burning TC is worth around $14,000. Now, the third biggest scam that ever happened in TF2 is going to be focused on Merp. Now, in case you don't know who Merp is, he was a trustworthy person who would broker items for other traders. Now, in case you don't know what a broker is, simply it's a person who would buy/sell items for other people. So a person would give him an unusual so that he could sell it to someone else, and then he would return the money he made off selling the unusual, if that makes sense. And he had some pretty nice items that he was brokering for other people. This included a burning TC again, a scorching TC, Blisty coffin kit, and more very expensive items, as can be shown on screen right now. Now in 2018, Merp ended up scamming all of these unusuals, which basically means that he stole all the unusuals that he was meant to be brokering for other people. And then he sold those unusuals, but then kept all the money for himself. And when he did this, he was worth around $28,000, which is a lot of money, obviously. And a lot of people ended up losing a lot of money. And honestly, it's kind of scummy what this guy did, but it's a pretty bad thing. Now for a more recent-ish one. This happened in 2022, and it's going to be about the Gladiator.tf scam. And basically what happened was that either a group of people or a user was able to gain access to the Gladiator.tf website and access to every single bot they had online. Now, because of this, he was able to steal 49,000 worth of unusuals out of these bots. This was one of the biggest scams that happened, especially at the time. But luckily, the user that held onto all these unusuals was community banned, which basically means their account is stuck and literally can't do anything, which includes trading. Now for number 5, this is the biggest scam that's happened like so far, and probably going to be the biggest scam that ever happens in TF2's history, and it's going to be the MCO Store hack. And this happened this year in January, and it's the biggest scam / hack ever that happened in TF2's history. Now, I'm sure many of you are aware of MCO Store. It's a pretty large, or at least it was a pretty large, marketplace for TF2 unusuals and CSGO items. And a group of hackers were able to gain access to the MCO Store bot and managed to steal almost all of their items and valuables. This included 88,000 worth of unusuals, Australians, and vintages. Now the good news is that MCO Store is in contact with Valve and have considered the idea of refunding all the people who have lost their unusuals, but this is not 100%. But the thing is that the accounts that held onto all these expensive unusuals are trade banned, which basically means that we will likely never see any of these unusuals again. And some of the unusuals that we have in their accounts are pretty crazy. They're like one-of-ones, Halloween effects, end miscs, community sparkle, Lugomorph, golden frying pan. They're pretty crazy items, and it's kind of a shame to see all these items just rot away in scammers' inventory.